Welcome back to Quack Fab. Today we make some filler panels to finish out the wheel tubs that we started in the last episode. So let's get into it.
So basically I'm going to show you how I did on this last one here. So like I showed before, the wheel tubs, it was going to have a gap right in here, and that gap was because the wheel tub kind of curves in. And basically what I'm doing is just cutting out a piece of metal that fits into the spot. That way this edge will meet the wheel tub, and the wheel tub can curve in and it'll fill in that spot. But I just took a piece of paper, one of those, chopped out a chunk, stuck it in the thing right there, and used my finger to make a line all the way around it, cut it out, and then I got some of my 18 gauge sheet metal there and cut out pieces of it to make the pieces that are going to fit in there. Now I just got to cut it. Now it's got a curve to it, so I'm gonna bend this over my knee. My calibrated brake. Yep, bent that one a little too far. I always bend it a little back. But I really like bending the metal further than it should be bent. That way, when I'm tacking, I can tack, like, tack, push, tack, push, tack, push, instead of trying to dig it out, like if it's not bent far enough. See where we want to place it. I'm gonna have to grind a little off this edge here. It's a little tight. Alright, now that I got them two tacked in, finger level, I just pull this up and down to level it off with the sides here, and then just throw a tack in there. There you go. All I gotta do is tack them all together.
The purpose of those pieces are to add back in some rigidity and also provide a filler piece that creates a smoother transition from the wheel tub to the bedside.
Alright, after I got this flipped upside down and got to looking at it, there was so much rust on here, I ended up taking my wire wheel and knocking all the loose rust off of it. Then I hit it with some rust converter primer, and noticed that some of these seams didn't penetrate through all the way. Some of them did pretty good, but I'm going to knock the paint back off of those and weld the seams from the inside so I can grind them flat from the other side. Got my tubs laid down in here, rolled underneath of it, lined them up where I want it, and put two tacks on each side. So you can see on this side the penetration was really pretty good. There's that spot right there that didn't do very well. That one maybe a little bit there. That might be penetrated. But same thing, put two tacks right here from the underside. And then I realized that I didn't put any primer in between here and here. So I went ahead and pulled these back, put some primer on there. Now we're gonna tack them up. I got the tubs tacked in. And I got a pie cut put in here. So as you can see, I can slide it out. And then all I have to do is fill in this piece right here and then fill in those pieces. And I can fit a pretty big tire up in there. I was going to do all that with this upside down, but I feel like the bed's pulled in too much, or not, it's not straight. I put this bar in right here to try to straighten it out, but I'm just going to wait till tomorrow until I have some more manpower, flip it back over, put it back on the truck and do it on the truck so I can make sure that the bed sides look straight. I got the bed back on and lined up. Now I'm working on the inner fenders. I put this little bar here to hold the fender out the width I want it. One on the back as well. And then I put this little piece of metal right here in here to hold this so that it's pretty close to this. Now I just got to build a piece of metal to fit in here, because you don't want to weld this to the sheet metal because you'll warp your sheet metal. I got my metal back up on the table here. Got my pattern I made from the inside of that fender well. Took it and traced it. It's better. Now we just got to cut this piece out. Now we take to see if it fits. All right. We got the one piece in. Now I gotta do is fabricate all this. Now I just gotta do the other side, then we can take the bed back off and flip it back over and fill in all them holes, weld it all up for good. All right, I used the same templates I used from the driver's side on the passenger side, but I learned from doing the driver's side, and I added a little bit of more on here to make the whole curve. Same thing over here, I added a little bit more on. This one is the forward one, this one is the rear, or maybe that's the other way around. Yeah, that one's the rearward one, this is the forwarder one. But as you can see on that one, I didn't quite make the gap. So on that one, I did make the gap, and this is the driver's side. So I came over here to the passenger side. And on the driver's side, I also did the middle piece first and the outer pieces second. So I added the whole piece on there, so it just makes one piece instead of several pieces. And I haven't done the middle piece yet, but I don't need to until I flip it back over. Welding upside down in a tiny hole is difficult. But I also got the front one in one piece. And now it's very rigid now. The bed's not twisty or floppy like it used to be, and it's just tacked in. I'm gonna have to do a lot of final welding, tack welding, but I'm happy with it. As you can see, we're back upside down again. I did these two pieces, those two pieces, the piece in the middle over there, all upside down, crammed into this thing. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 300 pounds, and I don't fit in there very well. I ended up burning up my arms with weld spatter. Even though I had gloves on, they rolled down in there or melted through. So flip it back over and do it this way. That way I don't get burnt anymore. I got my inner pattern from that side I'm going to use on this side, since I know it needs a little trimming. Put some tape on there. That should work. Perfect, or at least good enough for the girls we date. Scotch spray, there it is. Gotta grab my paint booth.
I seem to have lost the footage of me creating these little filler pieces here, but this is the end result.
Haven't decided yet if I'm going to take this rib out or not. I don't know, I might. But I made this little piece here, filled this piece in, made this little piece here, then made that piece in there, and made that piece in there. Welded them all up. I got both inner tubs done. Kind of like that weld, the way it looks. I know it don't look perfect, but I like the way it looks. I'm kind of thinking of maybe making a metal dashboard with those welds on it, and then clear coating over it, just so it'll look raw steel with those welds. I think that'd be pretty slick.
Don't try this one at home, kids. You can see this idiot thinking about it before he decides that I'm just going to muscle through it and lift this thing up.
There's what the inside of them welds look like. Plenty of penetration. A couple wires. You'll have that when you're trying to jump a gap. But now I'm going to weld these seams up. I started welding all this around here and around here. Well, the bed was standing upright, and I was like, ah, this would probably be easier if it was laying down. Plus, I couldn't reach the bottom. I could, but it's difficult for me to weld upside down. So that's what I'm going to do today. And after this, my fabrication on the bed should be finished and ready for prep and paint, but that ain't getting done until everything else is done. I got everything welded I want welded for the bed. The fabrication of the bed is almost complete. It's done enough to continue on to the front fenders.
But that will be something we tackle in the next episode. Thanks for watching QuackFab. If you have any advice or ideals, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.